Welcome back to a series so shocking. Even Thor subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is now claiming that everyone secretly supports him in the dog zapping controversy, but are afraid to say so publicly. Destiny has noticed Hasan trying to hide his dog's collar on stream. A new clip has dropped of Hasan testing his alleged shock collar beforehand in the exact same way. Rank number 1 moron iDubbbz is defending Hasan. He's saying people are fake outraged and don't actually care about people mistreating animals. Our favorite Hasan Orbiter, Froggen, is back. And she is immediately defending Hasan. Damning old Hasan clips have surfaced about the way he views pets. Ethan is calling out Hasan for making fun of Moist Critical. Asmongold is calling out Hasan for crashing out at Penguin Zero. Subscribe to witness history and be part of the most legendary series ever created.
Let's up those numbers!
Recap time. So Hasan allegedly lightning bolted his dog for daring to move from her spot.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Then the excuses started flowing. He first said her dew claw got stuck on the table. Then he said it was a vibration collar after putting tape over the shocking part. Then he said that shock collars are actually good and he actually does own one, but he only uses it on himself and not his dog.
I have literally fucking shocked myself in the past.
Penguin Zero and internet detectives obliterated him, basically proving him to be a liar. And that brings us to today. Hasan is now claiming everybody secretly supports him, but is just afraid to say so in public. Hasan says streamers have either defended him or are scared to do it publicly.
It's really sad because even streamers I thought you were friends with are saying you 100% did this. Who? Moist Critical? Is that what you're talking about? With the exception of him, I don't think any streamers are either legitimately terrified of saying something, or all the people that have been around me are like, or have been around Kaya and myself are looking at this being like, this is the most insane thing of all time. They keep fucking texting me and being like, Dean So Cool did today. Wait, what did he say? I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. It's also crazy knowing how much fundraising and charity you've done for local animal shelters. I know.
Oh my God, so many dumb points. So first off, donating to charity doesn't make you immune to consequences. There are obviously plenty of evil people in the world who routinely donate to charity, sometimes specifically to convince morons such as Hasan fans that they are actually good people. And I love how he always does this. Like, actually guys, everyone is secretly on my side. You just can't see it, guys. In my fantasy universe, everybody's actually texting me, showing their unrelenting support for me, you know, blowing up my DMs actually. Yeah, nobody is buying this, Hasan. Show the DMs actually, right? Even the most charitable, good faith, middle of the road streamer like Moist Critical called you out and absolutely destroyed you. So please name these secret people who are supporting you. Spoilers, they do not actually exist. And if he's actually talking about the Hasan Orbiters, as we'll look at later in this video, I don't feel like they count. Okay, they are basically you, but different clones of you, right? Different extreme, radically, politically brain-rotted individuals. Anybody with a functioning brain cell knows that you are in the wrong. Tecton responds, who defended this guy besides his orbiters and his girlfriend, referring to Valkyrie here? Everyone else has eyeballs, so clearly they know he effed up. There's no need to hear his side when we can see you effing level 3 lightning bolt your effing dog. I feel like this is an insane campaign to just gaslight people into not believing their own eyes and ears, and that just shows you how delusional this is. I mean, he was blaming Israel and far-righters for people criticizing him mistreating his dog. It's like it doesn't get more delusional than that. Moving on to Destiny noticing that Hasan is actually trying to hide his collar from his stream. Destiny notices a potential sleight of hand by Hasan in Collargate.
You have to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get 1. I think you're choking her.
She's like,
Oh shit, I didn't even notice the first time I see it. Oh wait, did anybody point this out? Do you see how he took the collar? Do you see how he fucking like snuck it under his fucking desk so that it's not on camera when that's what he does here. I thought that he was I thought he was losing his collar, but he's not. He's taking it off and then he hides it on the bottom left of his desk. Oh, I didn't notice that the first time I saw it. I watched on my phone. Watch.
Here,
we can take it off. It's fine. Oh yeah, you
have
can
to be able to get 2 fingers, and I couldn't even get 1. I think you're
untying
choking
it, and then under the desk, and then he puts it down there.
There's a lot of neck meat.
Damn. Good one. Yeah, because he doesn't want her to see that it's a shock collar.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. That is exactly what he does. So he takes off the collar specifically under the desk and moves it all the way off camera so his stream can't see it. And more importantly, the person who just accused him of choking his dog, mistreating his dog, cannot see it either because she would obviously freak out as well if once knowing that it is a shock collar and he's been zapping this dog. So pretty much all the evidence is stacking up against him, and I think it's pretty obvious what the answer is at this point. The only people still denying it are delusional, low IQ Hasan fans, and I can't believe some people are still on his side after seeing that video blatantly show the exact color, a 1-to-1 match, and what appears to be him covering it up with tape as well. He knows he got caught red-handed, and he's trying his best to gaslight and manipulate people about the situation. People responded, "I hate Destiny so much and I don't want to give him any credit, but he cooked Hasan here. He absolutely hid the shock collar from the woman that was concerned for his dog. The instructions tell you the shocking prongs have to be close contact with the skin. That's why he had the collar so tight." Well, no, the instructions say you need to leave like a 2 to 3 finger gap or something, and he was not even following the instructions. Even if you think shock collars are okay, he still used it wrong. Moving on to a Twitter user finding a very damning clip. He prepped the shock in the prior stream before he lost internet to Bad Dog.
A commemorative mug I got from England. Commemorative mug I got from England specifically for...
Okay, guys, I mean, come on. The exact same hand movement, and exactly after that, Kaya decides to suddenly, conveniently move at the same time after he reaches over, as if she had some sort of a jolt or a vibration or whatever, right? And I mean, you can say it's like a coincidence or whatever, but twice is absolutely damning. Now, the thing is, this clip isn't even that damning until you consider Hasan's response to the situation, because Hasan in his response said that he was actually reaching for a Zyn, right? He didn't even say that he was reaching for a remote or anything. So his vibrating theory, it doesn't even add up. And that's why Hasan is never making the mistake of making any definitive statements about this. You will never hear him clearly lay out the facts. For example, what model of the collar was it, right? That would instantly clear up all the confusion, but he refuses to say it because he knows he got caught red-handed. Moving on to local lobotomy patient, iDubbbz. He is defending Hasan, obviously. This is Hasan's spiritual second dog, a guy who's so completely pucked. Check out the series if you want to know more details. iDubbbz defends Hasanabi in Colorgate. It was confirmed it was a vibration collar.
No, it wasn't confirmed, Hill Kid. It was confirmed that it was a fucking vibration collar, or that the dog had a vibration collar. Not even that he used it. That's just what the dog has. Oh, thank you so much, Known Risk. Known Risk says, sometimes I worry about being online too much, but looking at all of this shit and realizing I never felt the need to have a parasocial online nemesis tells me I'm probably okay. Thanks for acting like a normal dude, Ian. Known Risk, it's fucking hard. I'm trying, but again, by engaging in it, you are automatically not being a very normal person.
Right. So, question for the audience. What level of brain damage causes you to act like this? What level of CTE will elicit such a response? Because here you are, iDubbbz, completely denying the actual facts of the situation, the actual reality, and here you come in and make up shit from nothing. I mean, this is exactly what Hasan and all of his orbiters do. They always, in any situation, whether it be the news or something like this, is they take the facts and completely twist it. Where was it confirmed that it was a vibration collar? Are you talking about when Hasan showed it on stream, said it was a vibration collar? That doesn't confirm it. Hasan saying it doesn't confirm it. In fact, the actual confirmation that people did, and they matched up the 1-to-1 model to what it actually was, and it proved that it was a shock collar. That was the confirmation there. But obviously, iDubbbz has removed his fucking brain and grinded it, melted it, I don't know, thrown it in molten lava, given it to Hasan or Anissa. And this is exactly why these types of people are losing favor, and nobody's taking them seriously. iDubbbz dropped from 7 million subscribers because he chose to do the most heinous shit and partner with the most heinous people. They are allergic to the truth. They cannot tell the truth. They only know their narrative. They have in their mind They have the designated good guys, the designated bad guys. And no matter what they do, they have to support them. It's like it's literal NPC function. It's like they've installed a script in their brain. And I've never seen anything like this. Are y'all noticing that the only ones who are defending Hasan are the ones who are audience captured by his community? iDubbbz has definitively become a Hasan orbiter. He has ingratiated himself in that community. He has chosen that this is, his political side. And no matter what they do, even if they do the worst shit humanly possible, he has to defend them. And that should never be you. Never let yourself be so ingrained into a community where you can't see the wrongdoing that they're actually doing, whether you're on the left, right, or whatever the hell. Anyways, he continues, iDubbbz and Anissa call out fake outrage over Hasan Piker shocking his dog.
Oh man, a bunch of people pretending to fucking care about the dog color shit when, it's like XQC out of all the people. He's like trying to zoom in and circle shit in Microsoft Paint and saying that it's just so stupid because it's entertainment for all of them. That's all it is. And a little catharsis, like, oh yeah, Hasan's finally getting his. Because they don't really care, like, what the controversy is. They just want him to fucking suffer in some kind of way. Yeah, it's been fucking obnoxious. Why would he shock his dog in front of everyone? Yeah, Midnight Thunder Boy. That's one of the, Hasan is rightfully so, a careful content creator. I think when I was over at his house, he was, saying something about, yeah, even if you clicked fucking start streaming, it wouldn't start. Even if you accidentally click something, because I was trying to fucking record from his computer, and I was like, oh, okay, so there's things in place to, there's probably dead man switches and all sorts of stuff.
Right, this is another case of brilliant logic. So because Hasan is careful about his stream, he can't mess up. He was able to hide it for this long, but eventually he slipped up and got caught. And you can see in the clip as well, he looks very guilty, right? And a bunch of detectives went after him and revealed the actual truth of the situation. Without that, we actually wouldn't know it. And the fact that iDubbbz denies this is completely crazy. Did he see the clip of Hasan yanking his dog's tail in the past? Has he ever commented on that? Obviously, these people will never respond to something like that because it is indefensible. And can you imagine this type of logic applied to anything else, right? Suppose a guy goes on stream and he hits his girlfriend or something, and then everybody sees it, and then later on iDubbbz comes in and goes, he's actually very careful, guys. He's very careful to show what he does to the world. That doesn't prove anything. He just got caught in the act, dude. So what even is this actual excuse? All these people coming out of nowhere, making these excuses, Valkyrae, oh, he actually treats his dog really nicely. We saw what we saw. We saw what we saw, okay? You can't change our minds on this. And he lied about it over and over and over again. Every single piece of evidence points to the fact that he's guilty. Also, I just realized this makes him sound even worse because iDubbbz is basically saying that Hasan is very careful. So the implication is that he shocks his dog, but he's so careful with it that he doesn't show the stream it. Come on. Never let iDubbbz be your lawyer, bro. You never want this guy on your team. Holy shit. Right, so in classic iDubbbz fashion, he brings up Ethan and calls him out instead.
The fact, even the idea that he just casually have the fucking shot caller on his desk just to fucking casually hit it during stream when he's frustrated is fucking insane. Tito Troll, he fucking lets his dog shit all over his house and the office, and clearly just, I don't know. I don't even think that it's speculation. I don't think those dogs are getting walked. I don't think they're getting as much what do you call it, enrichment as they want or need. So it is very rich to hear someone like Pedo Troll trying to fucking bitch and moan about anything Hasan/pet related. They're freaking out over a potential shot caller, but they seem fine with a genocide. Yes, Cage Leo. It's fucking, it's an obsession with Hasan, And they're going to say, what? I can't be concerned about two things at once? It's two things at once. No, you have so much, the amount of fucking Instagram posts from Pedo Troll and Pedo Troll's wife. Insane. Absolutely insane.
Like they were like, this is it. This is our time. This is our moment. We can do it.
Yep, it's official. This guy's brain is filled with maggots. I mean, that shit is just not working. I mean, they're probably like laying eggs in there or something like that, dude. And is anybody else tired of there's a genocide going on, therefore you can't speak about anything else at all? I mean, we went over this with Valkyrie. It's just such a stupid defense. You're allowed to care about multiple things at once, and it seems like he acknowledged that defense and didn't even realize what it actually meant. How are you iDubbbz going to be mad about this or talk about Ethan Klein when there's a genocide going on? It's ridiculous. How are you streaming? How are you doing anything at all? It's the most backwards, stupid, illogical argument I've ever heard, and people keep repeating it as if it's some sort of an own. Stop streaming immediately, dumbass. Don't you care about Palestine? Now, second thing is, I'm not familiar with the situation involving Ethan or whatever, but I'm very curious why he's blatantly ignoring the actual situation in front of him and then speculating on something that Ethan is doing. How about you look at the thing that actually happened right now and that everybody's talking about instead of deflecting like this? Absolutely delusional. And it's tragic. How did someone so smart become so dumb? It's like, you know, I keep saying lobotomized as a joke, but maybe somebody needs to check, dude. Oh my God.
And so, like, you know, normally it's, I think from Hila, it's, I don't know. I don't think I've seen much from her, but you go on her fucking, her Instagram story, and it's just fucking 10 Hassan posts in a row. It's like, you're fucking obsessed. Say you're obsessed.
Brother, you started all of this. You made the content cop. It's episode 1 of the series. We have it documented. You're the obsessed guy, okay? And that's such dumb logic because you guys are the problem. We're gonna talk about you. This is like getting mad that police are constantly talking about criminals or like, you know, arresting criminals. I can't, bro, get original. Do something else, bro. Like, it's almost like it's your job or something. Like, why are you going around arresting criminals, bro? Like, literally makes no sense. We talk about the news. That's our job. And you happen to be in the news for a very long time. Idiots like you decide to pipe up over and over and over again. I can't believe I have to explain this, but you're allowed to care about issues for a long time, especially if it's an evolving situation. It's not like we're repeating the same thing. It's like new stuff happening over and over. This Hassan controversy literally started a few days ago, and the situation has been escalating over and over. Every episode is completely new, as people can tell, obviously. Now you're jumping in. Nobody asked you to. You're the one giving us content. None of us are obsessed. Ironically, you're the obsessed one. We're simply reporting the news. We don't really care who it's about. Moving on to a returning character and an absolute fan favorite on this channel, Froggen. She is back, ladies and gentlemen. Jabba the Hutt is back, and immediately with a horrible take defending Hassan. Froggy Yogi offers her thoughts on Colorgate. He cleared his name. He literally debunked it. I love how the chat is just like men. I mean, okay.
And then Hassan got canceled. For what? Or for Kaya. That's a disaster. I've been seeing that shit all over my timeline. But he cleared his name.
You want me to go and put a certain collar on my body and be like, this is wrong. This is it. Is that what you want me to do?
Dude, the whole shock collar thing was crazy.
It is. I couldn't even be on fucking Twitter today. Every post was about the shock collar gate.
Oh my God, the way
shock gate.
Whenever I see you on Saturday, or actually no, I'll tell you, I'll text you later. The shit I need to talk about certain people.
I already know who it is. And I've already seen it.
And you already probably know what I'm gonna say.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I literally took a nap to like zone in because I was like, I literally could expose this person right fucking now. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna go to bed.
Tell them.
No, don't
say it.
I would. I just hate shitty people. But yeah, no, the collar gate is crazy.
Whoa, guys, watch out. Froggen is about to talk shit on her #1 op. A salad. Put the flashbang. Salad flashbang. Broccoli flashbang. Boom, boom, boom. Her mortal enemy is about to get her, guys. Oh, boom. It's a dumbbell. No. She got nightmares about that shit. Dude, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Froggen might be a thin-skinned person. I know how crazy that sounds. But she says she can't even be on Twitter without seeing people like criticize Hassan or that other guy did, right? I mean, just say you guys are in an echo chamber, right? And you don't want to hear any dissenting opinions, anybody criticizing your, favorite people or whatever. Obviously, Frogan here was Hassan's head moderator, right? Very close, but apparently not close enough that Hassan would actually donate to your lawsuit, and you're still getting sued and you're still going broke. I mean, I feel like you have more important things to worry about, don't you? I mean, you're literally losing everything. Why would you jump in now? But anyway, she continues defending Hassan, and the person on the other end says that they don't like shock collars. Buddy, did you see the evidence? Are these people so stupid? I just don't understand.
So stupid.
What are your thoughts on shock collars?
I don't agree with them.
I don't
but
agree with
I
them
understand
either.
why I know why they exist. I would rather a shock collar than a prong collar. But they also make them that don't shock. They just vibrate.
It made me think of Jenna Marbles' pet dog. People are so annoying with drama.
I just know certain people actually kill their dog and they have opinions about it. And I'm just you need to relax.
I'm just I just think so many people are just jumping on it, and I'm I don't know.
As someone who's bought a designer dog, you gotta flaunt that shit. You gotta flaunt a designer dog. You have to.
Well,
Yeah, so that's my feelings on Shockgate. I don't want to say any more because I'm this is,
I don't either. He debunked
God
it.
forbid somebody comes over and is oh, they there.
He literally debunked
okay.
it. He showed the fucking collar on stream. What more can be done?
People are being he taped this area to hide something. I'm dumbasses.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's your rebuttal, though? They literally proved the exact model. They spotted the tape and everything. You're the dumbass who is ignoring reality in front of your eyes. He has not debunked any of this. How do they even exist like this? It's crazy because all Hassan had to do was show his collar, right? But instead, he waited until the day after, showed some random modified collar, put some tape on it, and immediately all of his orbiters and everybody bought the story. They didn't even try to confirm it or anything. They just went by his word. And this is exactly how a cult acts, right? They just listen to the words of the leader and instantly believe it. Ignore all sort of actual evidence and facts, right? I mean, I oftentimes think how does the Hassan industrial complex even work when we've caught him lying over 100 times, legitimately? Well, if your supporters are this dumb, where you say something and they instantly buy it, then it makes sense, right? All of this sort of makes sense. Also, I love how they are unknowingly making Hassan look worse as well. This guy basically says that Hassan is flaunting his designer dog and basically making her stay in place all this time, using her as a prop. And basically the only reason Hassan even decided to train his dog was to make sure she could sit there for all 8 hours of his stream, bro. It is diabolical what he's doing to that animal, bro. Imagine listening to Hassan streams. That's worse than the shock. It is worse than the shock, not gonna lie. Maybe even worse than the tail pulling. Don't worry, the prison cell is nearing closer every single day. People responded, girl, he's not going to fund your lawsuit. He isn't going to buy you dinner. But I can see why she'd defend Animal A. What more can be done? Actually showing the collar. He had a cover up identifying parts while keeping it away from the camera. Refused to say the brand and model. Doing the worst job imaginable to prove his innocence. I mean, come on, guys. Let's come to the logical conclusion. Nobody acts like this if they're innocent. Oh my god, I hope the dogs get PTSD. I would just got Froggen the hot. Context for the newcomers, basically, the initial reason Froggen went viral is she said that US veterans should get PTSD and die.
U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Moving on to some old Hassan clips showing his real perspective on pets.
You have an animal that you are taking care of. You have a literal fucking slave. And not just a slave, but you have a literal fucking slave that you shackle, okay? Every fucking day, pull from their neck and take him wherever the fuck you want to take him to. And on top of that, you fucking neuter your slave. So your slave can't have more slaves. And you have this for just personal consumption, just making yourself feel better.
Interesting. So that's how Hassan actually thinks of his pets. Not as friends or companions, but much, much, much lower on the scale, the old S word there, right? And that's just a very weird way of looking at it, obviously. And if that's how he views his pets, how does he treat his pets, right? That begs the question right there. Maybe that's why he's yanking the dog by the tail or bizzing it, right? Here he is defending Alinity when she chucked her cat.
50,000 people are locked behind fucking bars for being born in a different country. So excuse me for not giving a fuck about some fucking Twitch streamer like eating her fucking cat. Like, Ricky Gervais is tweeting about this shit. Are you fucking joking? Like, where is the priority for human beings?
Wait a minute. So you're telling me all these years ago, Hassan was the exact same person who still did the same shit, the same manipulative tactics of think about the genocide? I mean, this guy's always been a loser. Why are you criticizing Alinity, guys? Think about this random conflict or whatever. You can do two things at once, Hassan. Oh my god. And you're not expected to care about every single issue in the world at all times. That is physically impossible. You would be unable to feel a shred of happiness in your actual life if you thought that way, if you were simultaneously aware of every single kid dying on the planet, right? And that's why some people need a freaking break from this type of stuff. Here's another clip. Austin offers to take Hassan's old dog Fish for a walk. Austin seems unaware that Hassan is streaming while waving a prong collar in front of the dog before seeing on the stream. Oh shit.
Hi Fish, wanna go for a walk? Go for a walk. Oh shit.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Seems like a lot of these clips are popping up. Those focused on the ethicality of a prong collar are missing the key takeaway. Hassan's friends are willing to cover for him. His audience hates prong collars, but Austin was keeping it a secret for his friend. Are we to believe they'd admit to a shock collar? Absolutely not. They are all part of the same radical community. Some of these people have like a podcast together or whatever. They don't care that he's openly this vile person. Is this legit? Holy crap, he used a torture device on his first dog too? Yes, this leak happened on June 14, 2019. 2 days later, he uploaded an Instagram post featuring the prong collar as a way to take ownership. You can tell by the comments it didn't go well. Really love your work, but you're hurting that dog. You should be ashamed for hurting the dog. Woke in all aspects, just not some. Prong collars are used properly is a good training device. They don't stab but do punish pulling, but in Hassan's hands it was probably torture. Moving on to Ethan calling out Hassan. Ethan comments on Hassan throwing shots at Moist's fear of flying. Charlie is afraid to get on a plane. What the F does he know?
And did you see Charlie's video on you? Seemed kind of bad faith. I don't care. I have not. Charlie, Moist Critical is afraid of getting on a fucking plane. Okay? Once again, the only person that has like taken this up has never been around me and Kaya ever. Just been around me when I went down to Florida. And as a fence sitter, he read it as, oh, this is a good opportunity for attack. You know what I mean?
Okay, somebody explain to me, how is it relevant that Charlie doesn't like getting on planes? Of course, Hassan cannot stand to argue with the facts of the situation and has to immediately go to personal insults. And it is absolutely disgusting. I mean, like, obviously that's a thing much more personal to him or whatever. I mean, what are you going to do next? Call him short? Say that you can bench press more than him so he doesn't get to have an opinion? That's what Hassan said last time. Anyone who can't bench press as much as him doesn't get to have an opinion. By the way, Valkyrie, you don't get to have an opinion according to Hassan right there, right? I feel like Hassan is just mad that Critical was totally right on the money, right? And I don't know if he's actually making a follow-up video or anything like that. I don't really expect him to. If he wants to stay out of it, feel free. But I just got to defend him in this case because I think he was right, and I think it's pissed Hassan off. So he's just, you know, coming up with all this bullshit. Oh, he's a Reddit grifter. He just goes with the popular opinion. Oh, he's just, he can't even fly. Why are we taking his opinion seriously? Like, everybody has their, own issues or whatever. I don't know. Going after Moist is a terrible idea. Bro's universally liked by most people and basically minds his own business and doesn't frivolously attack people like Hassan does on a daily basis. No, Critical is now a MAGA grifter Nazi, according to Hassan, obviously. Literally the most lukewarm, common sense opinion, middle of the road take, and even that is just branded as some grifting or whatever. So because Charlie showed concern for a dog as a dog owner himself, Hassan shocked the dog biker. I saw somebody said Hassan Palpatine biker. That's a good one. Wants to take shots at someone's phobia or fear of flying. What a piece of shit. How do people defend his behavior? His response to criticism is to attack that. Makes you wonder how much he begged Valkyrie to say something publicly for his defense. defense. Also, being afraid of not going on a plane has nothing to do with mistreating animals, a typical Hasan playbook. I love how Critical is, vulnerable enough to actually share something personal about himself on the internet, or maybe even with Hasan here. And then Hasan, the second, you piss Hasan off, he instantly uses that against you. Just shows the kind of person he is, right? It's just, I don't know. It's so cockroachy, bro. Oh my God. Ethan ponders how Hasan's orbit would act if he were the one who shocked his dog live. Oh yeah, they'd be calling every single organization under the sun. Imagine, one day I'm sitting at my desk doing my live show, suddenly one of my dogs laying behind me tries to get up and walk out of frame. I scold my dog and I reach across the desk. My body language indicates that I've reached for whatever object. At that exact time, my dog yelps out in pain. I show no concern for my dog, the opposite. I continue to fume at my dog exhibits fear and returns to the spot. Now, Anissa, Idubbbz, Taylor Lorenz, Mike from PN, every shit tier Hasan dick rider across all social media, how do you suppose they would react? Obviously, they would be in full outrage mode, and the only reason they're defending it is because they are tying this to a political issue. They know that Hasan Piker is on their political, radical, lefty, extremist side, and they need to defend him no matter what. Moving on to Hasan, saying that people should talk about October 7 instead of his dog.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy that, most people on the internet, instead of talking about October 7 or instead of talking about Israel-Palestine, they chose to spend October 7 as Dogtober 7. And that's the new meta for a lot of these disingenuous smear outrage farmers and slop tubers. It's Dogtober 7, baby. That's what it is. Wait, this dog abusing terror supporting person hasn't been banned? Yeah, I wonder why, dude. Possibly because I control the media. Yes, I did see the Gila Klein clip where she insinuates that I'm blaming the Jews. That's not what I was saying. I was saying that this is a manufactured outrage news cycle that was definitely concocted by pro-Israel elements, which is precisely the reason why it made the news in Israel. Why else would this be a news story? Are you kidding me?
Simple reason, because people don't like people who mistreat their dogs, and people hate you for a variety of other reasons, so it turned out to be this perfect storm. But no, it's gotta be Israel, guys. I'm getting tired, man. I'm legitimately getting tired. It just shocks me. It just shocks me that people can be this stupid, He's really just blatantly disingenuous. And it makes me grateful that people that I surround myself with are sensible, good people instead of brain-rotted morons like him. And we will continue to educate people with basic common sense. Moving on to Asmongold, calling out Hasan for crashing out at Moist Critical. Asmongold thinks Hasan only is an issue with Charlie's videos because now it's about him. Glazing Charlie less than a week ago.
It's fucking insane to me that this is what goes for doing commentary on the internet is just oh, these are the Reddit threads from some of the most schizophrenic people you've ever actually encountered. This is all it takes for me.
I mean, here's the thing. Hasan was glazing Charlie less than a week ago because Charlie made a video that was critical of Israel indirectly because of Israel's censorship on social media. So I don't really think that Hasan has a problem with Charlie's content. I think that Hasan has a problem that Charlie's content is involving him. That's really it. I don't know what to say.
Did you hide the bad stuff from your friends?
Of course. I mean, logically, what about that doesn't make sense? You could say that it's not true, but don't be shocked that that's what somebody would say. Of course that's what somebody would say. Obviously.
That I hide.
Yeah, duh. Why would you do something that you know is bad in front of people that could say it's bad? Fucking duh.
Dude, that's the thing. Hasan was glazing Charlie, praising him for mentioning Israel, literally creaming his pants, thinking that, oh, we are on the same side. He said the word Israel, therefore we're on the same side. Obviously not the case. Ethan also openly disavows Netanyahu and stuff like that, but Hasan does not care about that, right? And the fact is, you were never on the same side. Charlie is not a terrorist glazer. He's always had somewhat of a good head on his shoulders, at least from what I've seen, and common sense opinions and takes. You might not always agree with him, but he always tries to come from a good place, and he's not trying to manipulate you or lie to you or push a certain agenda or whatever, right? Unlike Hamas Diddy Palpatine Piker here. That's a new one. Palpatine added for the shock blast, obviously. Now, we all know what's actually going on here. Hassan only has a problem with Charlie because he was rightfully criticized, right? And he cannot stand that. He cannot stand any dissenting voice. And suddenly, Charlie went from a respected figure in Hassan's eyes to a Reddit grifting freaking moron dumbass who doesn't do his research, right? And honestly, everybody is sick of your shit. Nobody's buying your story. And Charlie actually had a good point that Hassan would probably hide his behavior from his friends. This like, if you're mistreating animals, obviously you have the capacity to hide it from other people, right? You're quite clearly like a somewhat of a psychopath, right? Now click this video for a slice of ice cold watermelon. Yum yum. All right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.